those of you who weren't here, let me not load. We're making a new character. I have already pre-made the character, so let me go find them. There they are. This is my character. We have the character info here. We are a lawful good sorcerer, human. These are my stats here, as you can see. I have put points mainly into concentration, lore, and spellcraft, and I also have a few saved points on the character. I started with the Daze, Light, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Ray of Frost, and Resistance spells, so that's what we started with. And yeah. Here's some test characters. Here's a whole bunch of test characters. Yeah, this is the character. And that's who we'll be playing. Let me delete the second one. There's no reason for that one. Two of these. Oh, this is my main campaign character. Anyways, that one we can delete. There we are.
Hilltop, one of many small villages that dot the most remote regions of the northern wildlands.
Oh, sorry about that. It's gonna pause for a second. Old game. Oh, it skipped it. Let me go back and do it again. We don't want to skip that. Again, sorry. Old game. It's, I think it froze on me because I can't... Oh, no, there we go. Let me go back and do that. Take 2. Chapter 1. Select my character. Play.
Hilltop, one of many small villages that dot the most remote regions of the northern wildlands, known as the Silver Marches. Few would choose so cold and inhospitable a land to make their home. Only those seeking a new life, or to escape their past. It is in Hilltop that your mentor, Master Drogan, chose to settle after a lifetime of adventure. Here, he would pass on his knowledge to you, and a select few others with promise. It is here that evil comes in the shadows, and behind it, a sinister purpose that will see your own promise either realized in full or extinguished forever.
Oh man. Now excuse me while I perform some magic. And not magic in the game, but magic in the Windows volume control. There we go. I lowered the game to 30% volume for just that cutscene. It's so loud. I'll be doing it for other cutscenes as well. There are only like 4 of them, so we don't have to worry that much. This hotbar is a mess. Step 1, remove everything. This is just painful to look at. We don't want this. So, again, this character is a sorcerer. For those of you who don't know, those of you if you've never played this game, sorcerers and wizards are a bit different. While wizards are intelligence-based spellcasters, a sorcerer is a charisma-based spellcaster. You basically just bullshit your way through magic because you have a lot less intelligence. It's great. It's fantastic. So that means we can't learn as many spells as a wizard, but we sure as hell can cast them way more. We can cast quite a lot of spells, or we can cast our spells crap ton, but we only get a couple. Spells I started with. Oh, and we don't need to memorize spells. We have all our spells memorized all the time. I have Resistance, Ray of Frost, Light, and Daze, and Magic Missile, and Mage Armor, and I have Extend Spell. I should have shown my what I picked for these. I picked Extend Spell and Expertise for the defeats. We are humans, we get 2. And my familiar is an eye. I'm just setting up these bars. Let's see, shift. Control is going to be summons and buffs. Summon familiar. We can summon them, go ahead, you can see them. Boom. There's Zindrix. Hello. What do you require of me? Yeah, stay close. Pet my familiar. The familiar coos with pleasure at the attention. Yeah, it's that's an eye thing. That's Zindrix. I need to give him a voice at some point. But we don't need Zindrix right now, so he can go away. There we go. The buff bar. Actually, technically, I should put that back here. And we should put meta magic. Don't want to do any meta magic. Take up a spell slot higher. Hold on. If we meta magic one of these, 2 turns of resistance. Oh, it's just 2 turns. But if I were to extend spell, it would be doubles of 4 turns of resistance. Light, that lasts for an hour per level, so we don't need to extend that. And days is 2 rounds, 4 rounds if we extend it. Let's just put an extended resistance on there. Also put like light on there. And on this bar, I'm gonna put things like days. Ray of Frost on this one. Put Mage Armor on that bar. Magic Missile on this bar. There we go. Those are sorted out. I'm gonna put on this bar, I'm gonna put some buttons here. Attack nearest. Follow me. Stand your ground. There we go. Those are the main ones I'm gonna use. Binds for those. And that's all the binds I really need. Might as well make a full save now. C1. Check my footlocker. Gold. We have a focus crystal. Though rather common, these crystals are highly sought for use in controlling, directing, or powering magic spells and items. 1 crystal is consumed every time use is made of Mistra's hand. This is Mistra's hand. The ring is one of many forged by Drogan Droganson. Drogan retired after a long life of adventure and took to training young would-be adventurers how not to get killed. He gave each of them a ring that would teleport them back to him if they found themselves in mortal peril. To power this ring, the user must possess a focus crystal. The focus crystal is consumed during teleportation. Anyone can use it. Limited uses a day. Teleports us to Drogan. Great. We have a journal. This is your journal, which chronicles your life at Drogan's Academy. From the day you set foot in the door to the last eve's entry, all of your experiences are contained within. One section of the journal talks about your interactions with the other apprentices. Xanos, the half-orc sorcerer, has a superior attitude that rubs most of the other apprentices the wrong way. Dorna is a dwarven rogue who loves to incite arguments between Xanos and the third apprentice, Misha. Misha is a human paladin of Mistra, whose visions of the world is limited to black and white, with nothing in between. You're the 4th and senior apprentice, and Drogan has always held respect for you and your abilities. Lately, Drogan has begun to seek new apprentices as your term here has nearly reached completion. Your final examination will soon be upon you. That's your little journal. I'm fine with leaving that behind. Here is the Rod of the Magi. One at a time, they came at you, casting their spells. All you had to do was identify each spell before it was completed, and the spell would dissipate. As with the caster, But it was hard, so very hard. Each spell was different, some simple, some complex, but you had to rack your mind to remember what you had been taught about each, what words, what gesture, and what components were used in each spell. In the end, you passed the flying colors, and Drogon presented you with a small gift, the Rod of the Magi. The rod can be used once per day to increase your spellcraft ability. Great. This is one of those items that I'm going to use immediately to find out how much. Once per day. I don't think I'll be needing it again today, so... Oh, look. It gave me 1. Is it based on level, or is it always going to give me 1 spellcraft? Because 1 spellcraft is useless. Oh, God. Sorry, by the way, for the small UI. This is an old game. I could make the UI bigger through playing at lower resolutions. However, then my eyes would hurt, as the game would look like a freaking mobile game with the HUD being so damn large. Plus, I'm going to be reading everything anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, this just explains that we're training under Master Drogon and that we have personal belongings in there. Talks about the ring. And we're about to face our final test. That's what that says. There's one more thing I need to put on the bar. Special attack. Expertise mode. There we go. This isn't the skill I took. Right now our AC is 11. That's our armor class. Pretty much chance to be hit. The higher it is, the better. This is D&D 3. So this is version 3. 3rd edition. Whatever you want to call it. And this is a little bit of ability that will lower my chance to hit, but will raise my AC. Now my chance to hit is with melee attacks, not spells. Spells can't miss. But spells can be resisted and stuff like that. So the fact that we have a lower accuracy, it doesn't matter to me. So we just get free AC basically. But if I move, the ability cancels. Anyways, I think we're ready to begin. This is our character. Let's go. Oh yeah, and before we join the members outside, I would like to note, if you have not played this game, about characters. Characters are sort of half voiced, half not, meaning I'm gonna have to be doing voices for a lot of characters, but sometimes they'll voice themselves. Like half of the interaction we're about to have now is voiced and half isn't. I may do voices for some characters, might not for others. Let's do this.
Aha! You're here. Tell me, surely you have heard how our dear Misha fared in her last test.
I have had enough of your jibes, Xanos. You would have done no better.
On the contrary, dear lady, I tend to do exactly what Master Drogon asks me to do. If he says to rescue the goblin child, then I rescue the goblin child. It is not so difficult.
I somehow doubt Master Drogon would ask you to rescue anything that he didn't expect you to rob first.
Ha ha! You are the aspiring thief amongst us, little Dorna, not I.
But a goblin is an evil creature, child or no. How can I be expected to lend it aid? It was not a fair test of my abilities.
Did leave a child to die, Misha? What kind of paladin are you? You're not a paladin, Claire. I would not expect you to understand. A creature of evil deserves no mercy from the righteous.
Oh, and of course, the child could not be raised differently, could it? To always be an evil creature?
This is not about you, Xanos. And besides, you have human blood within to redeem you from your orcish heritage.
You humans are all the same. Sometimes I wonder just how redeeming my human blood really is. Bah.
Perhaps there's a lesson to learn in Master Drogon's tests that you have not thought of yet, Misha. Maybe you're an idiot that will never get out of this school. Oh, God. You'll learn in time. Don't worry about it. Thank you for your kindness. I suspect that Master Drogon will never hold me within the regards he has for you, however.
Ah, who cares how the dwarf regards them? I came here to learn what I can from him, and that's all.
I respect Master Drogon. He's a learned man and a great wizard.
If such bootlicking makes one graduate faster, then I question the worth of Master Drogon's little school.
Perhaps it's the school that questions your worth, half-orc.
For a paladin, you have quite a mouth on you, little girl.
Claire, I heard Master Drogon saying that your final test will be coming very soon. You think you're ready for it? I believe I am. You sound so confident. I wish I could say the same.
I bet that Master Drogon will take away Claire's ring for final test. Haha, no teleporting about for you.
Master Drogon gave us the rings to keep us safe. They kept all of us from being killed during our training.
And what better way to test if you're ready to leave the nest, eh? What do you think of that? Ready to lose your ring yet?
I've never relied on that stupid ring anyways. Xanos' weak constitution and constantly in need of rescuing by the ring. That's why he values it so highly, I think.
Shut up, little dwarf. I notice you've no lack of focus crystals to power your precious ring.
Better to be safe than sorry, I always say. Do you know what your final test will be? Has Master Drogon said anything to you? I have no doubt my magical arts will be put to the test.
Ah, you know nothing. Whatever it is, the cunning little dwarf will not make it easy on you.
I cannot wait until Master Drogon gives me my final test. Oh, I wish I was in your shoes.
For once I agree with the little girl. I came to Master Drogon to learn how to be an adventurer. I wish to adventure.
True. I wish something exciting would happen here at Hilltop.
I need to give her a sort of Scottish accent. I was doing the Texan Southern.
Do you hear that?
Do you hear that?
Master Drogon is in trouble. Use your rings.
Use your rings? No. Why use your rings when you have perfectly good legs? I'm just repeating myself since last time I did this, aren't I? Oh yeah, and there's a bunch of stuff in here, including 101 Tales of Adventure. I don't really need that. I also don't really need these because I have these two spells, but hey. Can sell them. The rest of this isn't really worth anything. But hey, money. We need money. Look how much we have. Nothing. Broke. Moments ago.
Right shall prevail.
Ooh. That looked painful. Alright, we need to get in there and help them. Alright. So in combat, I would basically walk in, activate expertise mode, and pause the game. Because the pause button is the most useful thing in the game if you're a sorcerer or wizard or any form of caster, really. Let's just cast Magic Missile. Let's do it on one. Do it on one in the back. That. Yeah, that one. Cast. Try to follow up your cast with the cast immediately as well.
By the blood of the old father!
There we go. Do a Ray of Frost on that one.
I ought to bring you low.
Oh, it's running away.
I ought to bring you low.
I need to hold on. That's a bit better. Yeah, the casting sounds are a bit quiet now. Hold on. That's fine. Okay, so there we go.
That's it? The little beasts are all gone? Then I shall see to Drogon now. I can only imagine what they did to make him fall. Poison? I cannot tell the type, but I should be able to counter it with my magic. Hold on, good dwarf. Nothing? The poison resists? How can that be? This is no simple toxin these kobolds have used here. How could they have acquired such a poison, I wonder? And why did they come all this way, just to strike at Master Drogon? There must be an answer.
Is Master Drogon gonna be alright? I don't know, to tell the truth. In fact, the fact that this poison resists curative magic disturbs me greatly. I shall try my best to aid him.
I find it more than a little suspicious that some helpful stranger would show up just as these little creatures attack, eh?
How rude. This lady aids us without asking for anything in return. Would you repay her with suspicion? Fucking... Hold on. Rude or not, I like an answer as well. You have a remarkable timing, my lady. Of course you're suspicious. I would be as well, wearing your shoes. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Isla Windspear. I've been following the tracks of these kobolds for almost 2 days now. I thought it odd that they would range so far from their home caves in the Nether Mountains. I never imagined they would do something like this, however. As soon as I realized they were headed for Hilltop, I came as quickly as I could, but too late. Why were you following these kobolds to begin with? I was just passing through the area, to be perfectly honest. It's my responsibility to take note of strange occurrences and investigate them, however. What do you mean it's your responsibility? I'm a harper, as is Drogon. Do you know what a harper is? No idea.
I'm sure everybody is shocked the Harpers are a group of fools who meddle in the affairs of others to maintain their own interests.
That is a viewpoint born of ignorance. We Harpers band together to fight evil wherever it arises, even though some may call it meddling. This naturally means that Harpers have many enemies. I suspect one of them is responsible for this attack. I hope I'm wrong.
I believe I can shed some light on that.
Master Drogon!
Drogon, you live. Mistra be praised.
It was the artifacts they were after. They're stolen. All 4 of them. I could do nothing.
I thought as much. How could anyone have found out you even had them? This is terrible news.
When Drogon retired to Hilltop, the Harpers entrusted 4 dangerous artifacts to his care. We thought this area remote enough that they would be safe.
They were. I do not know how they were discovered.
We have to find out. Those artifacts are too powerful and dangerous to be left in unknown hands. I'll help in any way I can. It's good to hear. I'll need to stay here and tend to Drogon's poison. The help I can offer is limited until he gets better.
Claire, my elder student, it is up to you. It is vital that you bring these items and bring them back.
You can count on me. I won't fail you.
Such courage. You do me proud. This'll be your final test. I know that you're ready. So much relies on you. I know you will not let me down. I cannot... Oh.
Drogon? He's passed out from the pain. It's up to you then. As he said, you must recover these artifacts before they can be put to dangerous use. I'll do my best. Do you have any advice? If you need assistance, I think asking if Dorna or Xanos to accompany you. The others can remain here and help guard the school.
I'll go with you, Claire. Our skills will complement each other, and besides, I suspect you'll need some muscle to back you up. Muscle, eh? All I see is little dwarf with very big mouth.
Better than this... better than this big half-orc with an oversized ego.
You make fun of Xanos, but you shall see. Claire will pick Xanos gladly, and then Xanos will laugh at you. Ha ha ha!
There's also bound to be some equipment here in the school which can help you. See if you can find some healing equipment, especially if you can't find potions. Healing kits will have, or if you can't, if you can find some healing equipment, especially if you can't find potions, healing kits will have to do. As for artifacts themselves, I can tell you that what I know about them, if you wish. It's not much, but it might help. Beyond that, all that remains is to go out the hilltop and follow the trail of the kobolds. It won't be difficult. Their passing will have been noticed, I'm sure. I'll help you as much as I can, but my first duty is to keep Drogon alive. Whatever this poison is inside him, I intend to fight it. I have some questions. Tell me more about the artifacts. I know a little about these artifacts, but keep in mind that anything I tell you comes mostly from memory. I wish I had more detailed information to offer. Let's see, if I remember correctly, there are 4 artifacts in total. A mummified hand, a dragon tooth, a statue of a tower, and a mask. Tell me about the mummified hand. It belonged to a powerful lich named Belphoron, as I understand it. The hand was all that was left when he was destroyed. I remember it being said that some of Belphoron's power remained in the hand. Perhaps something's trying to tap into it, or perhaps one of Belphoron's old followers want him resurrected. If that was the case, it would be terrible news. Belphoron threatened to destroy Faerun the first time. Certainly don't need him trying again. Tell me more about the dragon's tooth. A remnant of the great worm Hephaestion, the great dragon that also wielded the most evil of the black arts. The dragon died long ago, but it's possible that the kobolds could have some interest in it, seeing as they are of draconic origin themselves. I have trouble believing the kobolds are the instigators of this theft, however. It's more likely they serve another, perhaps even a dragon aspiring to have Hephaestion's power. Tell me about the tower statue. I actually do not know much about that. I believe it was found in a desert too many years ago, and one of our wizards detected powerful and destructive magic within it. The nature of the magic could not be discerned, however, so it was put aside to be kept safe until more could be discovered about it. I have my doubts that the statue would be of any use to anyone. Perhaps its theft was only incidental because it lay with the rest. Tell me about the mask. That one's belonged to a high priest of the Lord of Shadows, I believe, and is imbued with considerable power, though nobody has figured out how to use it. Seeing as the god of thieves rarely produces items of benevolent purpose, it was decided best to keep the mask safe and out of his followers' hands. Perhaps someone has figured out how to use the mask's power. If so, any amount of mischief could be expected as a result. Why are these items so dangerous? All 4 of them have considerable power of a malevolent nature, although we have yet to discover an application for any of this power. The fact that the power exists could be tempting enough for some, and it's very possible that there may be someone out there who knows more about these artifacts than we do. The trouble will be figuring out which artifact the thief is. In fact, interested in, and what they intend to do with it. Considering the nature of these items, it's certainly evil. Okay. How's Master Drogon doing? Poorly. It takes all the magic I can muster to keep the poison from killing him. I will do what I can. He's a strong dwarf, and I'm sure he'll pull through. Is there something I can do to help? Yes, actually, perhaps there is. I believe the poison is a magically altered form of snake venom, perhaps from an asp or something similar. If that's the case, there may be some herbs that can help speed Drogon's recovery. There's an herbalist in Hilltop who should have them. Go to the herbalist and tell him that you need tressium tongue, some charcoal, and some helmthorn berries, and then bring those back to me. Alright. Excellent. I'll tend to Drogon, then return to me when you have discovered anything. So, first of all, we're going to loot the floor, because there are a whole bunch of loot. Now I'm actually going to raise the sound effects again. It's a bit too low. Leather armor. Now I can't wear leather armor. Okay. So, we can either go completely solo, which as a sorcerer this early in the game is suicide. Or get Dorna or Xanos, which is pretty funny because Xanos is almost dead. So Dorna is a rogue, and she can also train as a cleric, which is Interesting. Rogue Cleric. It's a bit of a weird combo, but I guess that works. And Xanos, which is a sorcerer, like me. Except you can also train in Barbarian. Now you can pick how you want them to level up. You can have them alternate, so they would go one level of the one thing, and then next level they'd pick the other, and just back and forth, keeping the levels equal. Or you could set them to only leveling one thing, or to only pick one of the levels every like 4 levels. We're gonna pick Xanos, and we're gonna make him Barbarian. I don't want him to be a sorcerer, because I am a sorcerer. I want him to be tanky.
Ah, it seems the dwarf has finally gotten himself into a bind, and now he needs us to come to his rescue.
Hold on. Sound. I'm gonna head out and look for Master Drogon's stolen artifacts, but he suggests I take some with me.
You think I should accompany you? You think that I want to retrieve these artifacts from Master Drogon?
Yeah, I think you do.
Very well then. Xano shall accompany you on this task. Drogon will likely reward us when we succeed.
What do you want?
We're gonna set up everything for you right away. Alright. Stop and talk for a moment. I want to discuss your training. I'm currently pursuing both martial and magical studies. So right now he's leveling up as 1 level sorcerer, next level barbarian. So next time he levels, he'll pick barbarian. Next time after that, sorcerer. We don't want that. So I'm gonna tell him to concentrate on barbarian. If we look now, oh no, the way he was 1 barbarian every 4 levels of sorcerer. Then you can set him as sorcerer only. And yeah, we're gonna pick barbarian only because I want him to be tanky. I want him to just be tanky up front, hitting people to death violently. And we want to change his tactics. Let's talk about your weapon tactics. Yeah, you can use melee, that's fine. Combat spells. Don't summon unless I ask you to. Don't cast any spells with an enemy right in your face, please. Only spells if the enemy is challenging. I want you to stay close. I want you to sneak when I do. Don't help me if I fail to open a locked door or chest. No, I actually do want you to help me with that. Because I don't have lock picking. Alright, let's have a chat. How'd you end up coming to Drogon in the first place?
Bah, we have been over this story before, you and I. Why would you wish to hear it again?
Would you believe I'm interested?
Unlikely. You have always been too focused on your studies by far, but I will humor you this once. Someday in the far future, you will look back on the days you have known me and rejoice that you were close to someone who was so destined for greatness. You sure think about yourself a lot, don't you? It is my destiny to achieve greatness. None will deny the will of Xanos. I know that you may doubt me. You, Misha, Drogon, Dorna, all do not believe that this destiny will be mine, but I will show them. I will work as hard as it takes. Do whatever it may take to achieve this goal.
What's this destiny?
The only thing that shall change the past and make the future great is my call to power.
What about the past? It's gone.
But it drives me onward. If anything in my life has shown this, it's that my will cannot be denied.
What has shown this?
My life of hardship and regret. The times I have... Xanos is not weak like the others, though I may not speak of it. I have my own troubles. These are none of your concern. Rest assured that greatness is what I seek, the path of power and the voice within. It's my destiny. And that is all we shall speak of for now. We have more pressing concerns.
I'm gonna speak to Xanos every now and then. Learn more about his backstory and all that. Good stuff. A small shield already. Xanos. I don't think he can use a shield yet. Yeah, not yet. Once he takes a level in Barbarian, I think he'll be able to. but that's nice. Or wait, let me check something. Simple. Okay, that's just weapons. Okay, yeah, you can't. Now in the kitchen, if this is the original campaign, there would be a chest in here with loot for no reason. Because it's this campaign, it's just a bunch of food. That actually makes sense. So that's nice. Now, we can talk to Dorn if we want, and we can talk to Misha if we want, but I kind of want to explore. By the way, I like this room because it's a little meeting room they have, but Drogon's chair has been propped up with pillows so you can sit taller up. It's pretty funny. I like that. I like that detail. Oh yeah, and because I'm bad at the game, we're playing it on pretty low difficulty. It's still hard as shit. I'm gonna get my ass kicked, trust me. And also, this stream is not completely blind. I have played all of Act 1 and a little bit of the in-between part until Act 2. I've done the undead dungeon that you do in the desert. The one where you fight that guy that's immortal or whatever. That's how far I've gotten. So about half of this is not blind. This is Xanos' room. Oh, I have the key to my footlocker if you can grab my stuff for me. Alright, Xanos. Let me just take your key. Go ahead and... Ow. Oh, did I forget to mention trap? Silly me. Got some stuff. Pound of acid. Potion of aid. He has got mage armor and scare. And a book over there called Influential Sorcerers Through the Ages. An engraved plate inside the front cover of the book identifies this as the property of Xanos Misarmos, one of your fellow apprentices, which is surprising considering that this is his room. Which is unsurprising considering this is his room. The book seems to concern the histories and deeds of powerful sorcerers who had a lasting effect on the lands of Faerun. Several passages have been underlined and have cryptic notes in the margins. Without exceptions, these noted sections deal with sorcerers who used their magic to gain control of some city or kingdom. My good old buddy here wants to rule the world. Or just slightly, I guess. Alright. Let's go do a part that I don't like, that we're basically gonna cheat, because I already know the answers. It's a riddle, and I can't really delete the knowledge of the answers out of my mind. I already know the answers, so... It's basically cheating, sadly, and that's the problem with riddles. There's Reese over there. Last time I did this, I gave Reese an annoying voice. I'm not giving Reese an annoying voice this time, because it was so painful. Hee. You don't know how to get past the ward. Reese does. Oh, what's this? It's another kobold come to wreak havoc on Master's things. Well, Reese will fight them. Yes, she will. She'll protect her Master's things this time. No, it's one I recognize. Gladdens my heart. Yes, it does. Hello there. Oh, Reese, how are you doing? Still being Reese. Oh, yes, I'm not dead. That's a good thing. But you should be knowing that kobolds stole Master's stuff. Yes, they did. But you cannot help, for they are gone, and that is sad. Reese feels something's wrong with the Master. Please, what happened to him? Please, oh please. Master Drogon was poisoned by the kobolds. Oh no, oh no. Poor Master. Poor Reese. If Master dies, then Reese will be all alone. Reese should go up to Master. Yes, she should. The Master wanted Reese to stay down in his laboratory. Yes, that's what he said. Reese must obey, kind Master. Oh, Reese feels terrible right now. Maybe if we talk a bit, you'll make me feel better. Yes, yes. I'd love to talk. Do you want to hear a riddle? Tell me your riddle. Oh, yes, yes, my riddle. A fine choice for a fine woman. Here's my riddle. A woman has 5 children, and half of them are sons. Is this possible? Yes. Oh, yes, yes, it's true. Reese thinks you're very smarter than you look, or else very lucky. It's true the other half of the children are also males. She must have 5 boys. It's a trick, see? I never said the other half were not boys. You want to talk about something else? I have some questions. Why do we not... yes, why do we not find out what the annoying little dragon pest has to say? If we make it think, perhaps his head will implode. Risi sees that you have Xanos with you, and he thinks he knows so very, very much, and that he should be able to answer all questions you may be having. Yes, he should. Xanos, Risi's trying to be helpful, leave her alone. Yes, Risi's very helpful. Yes, she is. Xanos is just full of ego, with no room for wit. Questioners are not as good as riddles, unless the questioners are riddles. But you ask, and I'll try to answer. How do I get into the laboratory? You cannot get in the way the kobolds did. No, you cannot. Risi cannot even believe the kobold did get in. I saw them coming in the laboratory and I knew they could not get across, and I thought it was going to be such fun watching them from behind the magic circle. I was about to appear to them and taunt them. Yes, I was, but then they stopped. You would not believe what they did. Would not. He threw dust on the circle. What did that do? It must have been magic dust. Oh yes, or it would not have worked. No, no, no. Stupid ugly kobolds walked right over the symbol and looted all the master's things. Well, maybe not all of his stuff. No, no. There'd be some stuff left, little bits of stuff that kobold not think it would be important, or no could find. But you cannot get into Master's laboratory. No, you may not. Why can't I go in? Well, Risi cannot tell you that. No, no, no. Master never tell anybody that, except for Risi, and now Master's upset. Oh, yes, he is. Risi can feel it. Yes, yes. Master trusted Risi to protect his treasure, and now Risi has failed. Never will Risi fail Master again. You don't ask to get in anymore. No, no, no. Surely you can trust me to go in. No. What are you, stupid like kobold? Me said no and me means no. But wait, Risi knows what's going on. Yes, she does, and you will not be tricking her, nasty little kobold. What are you calling a kobold? You must be a kobold in disguise. That's what I mean. You will not be getting past me, nor will I bring the treasure to you. Unless, maybe if I could test you. Maybe she could bring you Master's items. Maybe Risi could ask you riddles. That would be good. Yes, it would. Ask me a riddle then. You answered one riddle correctly already. Yes, you did. So Risi will just give you 2 more riddles to answer because she's kind and caring. Yes, she is. A prisoner is going to be killed and is told by executioners that he must make a statement. If his statement be true, then he will be drowned. If his statement be false, he will be hanged. What statement can him make to confuse the executioner and not be killed at all? I will be hanged. Yes, yes, yes. That is the thing to say. Then the executioner cannot hang you, or you told the truth, and he should drown you. If he drowns you, then you lied, and you should be hanged. You're pretty smart, much smarter than kobold, I'm thinking. But kobolds turn out to be smarter than me, though, when them break Master's ward. It's a hard riddle, so you should take your time to figure it out. Yes, you should. Are you ready? There'd be an island, which is deserted. Yes, it is. The island has 4 fruit trees, each with a different kind of fruit. There'll be a group of wizards who visit the island each year, for they like it. Yes, they do. Each wizard eats 2 types of fruit, but each group of 2 trees can only have 1 wizard in common, which means only 1 wizard can eat from the apple tree and the pear tree. So what must you be telling me is, how many wizards belong to this group? 6. It is very smart of you to know that. It took Risi a long time to figure that one out, I guess, but you must be who you seem to be, and I will have to trust you to help Master. Go and fetch the items for you from my secret hiding place. Risi hopes you will really help Master. Of course I will. You take this and help Master. I worry about it much. Oh yes, I do. Good luck be with you. You'll need it. And we got some focus crystals, we got another scare scroll, we got some XP, and we got a room key. And that room key, I need to sort this more. Because I have these in a specific order usually. The torch I should throw away because I have no use for it. Again, I have all of these in a specific order always. Inventory management is important. There we go. Okay. So yeah, now we have a key to Drogon's room, which is upstairs. I'll make a save real quick. Let's go into Drogon's room and have a look around. By the way, we are level 1, so we have very little max health. We have 6 HP max, which is very sad. That's tiny. That means if something breathes on me, I'm gonna die. Here we are. Drogon's room. Whole bunch of loot in here, including a chest that has a bunch of magical wards on it, meaning we can't open it.
Think again.
Yeah. But there's a bunch of chests with gold and your moderate wounds. In another room with a machine that lets us create focus crystals. Ooh. Bunch of things. Bottle, alchemist fire. I never have any use for that stuff. Oh wait, what did that say? There are many unusual items in the game. This is one of them. Thanks, game, for breaking the fourth wall. Ooh, bunch of healing kits. Very nice. Healing kits are required if I want to heal Xanos if he ever goes down. Which he will. He will. An identified helmet. Xanos will probably be wearing that. A large shield. I'm not one to really wear helmets. I don't like helmets, so I probably won't be wearing one. Now, I have a crossbow. There are slings and stuff here. D4, 1d8, 1d8, 1d10. Foot bag. Full of bursting of a chemical goo. Once this goo is exposed to air, it becomes tough and resilient, able to hold the creature in its place for up to 2 rounds. Yeah, a bunch of stuff here that I could grab and go sell, but to be honest, not gonna. While I'm here, you make a focus crystal. All you need is quartz crystal and 2 gems. You get a focus crystal. Very nice. We don't need to create too many focus crystals, though, because we're not going to need that many. We're only going to be using the ring a couple times, really. Anyways, just let's actually head out. We've been in this academy for 48 minutes. Remember, this is a very slow game. I'll be playing it very slowly. Now, we have some quests. Just gonna open these so they tick as red. We have the mask, which is one of the artifacts stolen. Yep. The priest to the god of thieves. Abilities are unknown. Tower statue. Stolen by the kobolds. Alright, I have a sneeze coming up. Okay, not yet. Okay. Yeah, not really sure what the tower statue does. The dragon's tooth belonged to an ancient evil worm that had some dark magic. The hand that belonged to a lich. And then just an overarching quest for all the artifacts and a cure for Drogon. Gotta find Tressum tongue, charcoal, and Helmthorn root, or no, Helmthorn berry, which can be purchased in Hilltop. Let's head out. Start of adventure. I will immediately set Xanos to guard me. That means he won't attack on sight. He'll just attack if I get attacked or if I cast or if I attack something. Which is the way I like it. There's a kobold fighting a dog. I will also be equipping this crossbow. Ow. That rat just bit me for a bunch of damage. Alright, I failed to cast. There we go. Yeah. A rat almost killed me. Welcome to early game sorcerer. Rats. Freaking rats. Resting in this game, by the way, is pretty overpowered, and I will sadly be abusing it horribly. I would do something like put a rule where I can only rest every now and then, but that would just make everything annoying. Plus, we're a spellcaster, we need to rest. It's fine if our adventure takes us 4,000 years because of it. Oh, he's being chased by a rat. You know you can fight back. I'm fine with you fighting back if you get attacked. That's sort of the point. Well, now he's casting. By the way, he's got more health than me because he has a very impressive constitution of 18. Which I thought mine was good at 14, but it's got freaking 18. Remains the kobold, oh, an amethyst. Very nice. We have some tracks, which you're unable to determine what creature made these tracks or any information about them. Well, it's pretty obvious it was kobolds. There we go, there's my armor. So, this lasts for quite a while. Cast that. I hear a cat. Get on inside. I have 2 kobolds coming from me. Kobold Thug and Kobold. Give this one a magic missile here. So he's almost dead now. There we are. That wasn't too bad. Kobolds in the barn. That's about everything there is in here, by the way. Just 2 enemies to kill for some XP. Now, the character we're going to be playing will be pretty damn weak in the early game, but we're going to become very powerful by late game.
Xanos wishes to speak.
And what does Xanos wish to say? The kobolds would have come through the village, I think. Though they have hold no challenge for Xanos, the villagers may have fared poorly.
We should have a plan for getting in. We should have a plan before getting in over our heads.
I agree. It is surprisingly good insight for you. One worthy of Xanos himself. The kobolds have only just left. If we pursue now, we may yet have a chance to catch them before they leave the town. But we must have a plan to find and capture them. I, Xanos, shall take the lead, of course.
Find them together.
I know that Master Drogon favors you above the rest of us. You're his oldest student, after all. Therefore, I shall treat you as an equal in this endeavor. We shall find and defeat the kobolds together in our own way, but be wary. They may have expected us to follow them. Let us go. We must not let them get too far ahead of us.
Yes, I'm gonna be. The character playing is a build that I have not made myself, and I'm not just randomly picking things. The setup of skills that I have is pretty particular.
What do you want?
We're doing a build because I've never played a magic character except for this character, and I play them until level 6, and that's only as far as I play this magic character. We're playing the quote-unquote Exalted Sorcerer build. Exalted Sorceress, I should say, which is a good build, I've heard. And so I was like, fuck it, I want to learn how to play a magic character. I should probably pick a build that is crazy good. So I did.
Now what does Xanos wish to say? The kobolds have not left the town peacefully. I'll have my revenge for what they've done here.
We'll all have revenge for what they did to Master Drogon.
Yes, Drogon. Seems we all owe a lot to Master Drogon. I can hardly count the number of scars he left on my body. Still, the crotchety old dwarf has some redeeming features. When I first came to this town, I was shunned by the people because of my heritage. My orcish half was all they could see. Except Drogon.
I would think the people here would be more enlightened.
What? Here? The people here are country folk and woodsmen. They have a harsh acceptance of the reality around them and are very cynical of the good intentions of others. I suppose I do not hold it against them any longer. The years I've been here, they've grown on me, I guess.
So you'll protect them? Yes, yes I will, and we should not waste more time here talking. Action calls. So yeah, like I said, I've never played a magic character before, really, except for up to level 6. So I was like, fuck it, let's pick a good character, Exalted Sorceress. So I'm kind of following a build, but we'll learn along the way, because I don't really know exactly how the character works.
Hail and well met.
Ah, one of Drogon's students. Always nice to see your young face in here. Now, which one are you again? I'm kidding, Claire. Not get such a sour face. I've not forgotten you. I'm not so old as all that. Now are you here to buy something or just for a visit? Let's see your goods. I do hope you'll mean my inventory, not my massive bosom. Sorry, old jokes are the best. Merchant's reaction is unfavorable.
Hail.
Can I get a favorable reaction, or am I just horrible at bartering? Horrible, okay. So we're gonna sell some stuff. Sorcerer's robes. They don't really add anything, we just look different with them on. I don't really like the look. So go ahead and get rid of those. Dagger, I'll keep just in case we need a melee weapon, so small shield, get rid of that. Helmet identified, we're gonna identify that. Boom. The helmet mounts 2 special crystal lenses over the wearer's eyes that grant a +5 bonus to spot checks. Fiercely protective of their borders, the elves of the Moonwood often use these helms to better patrol their borders for the marauding orcs and to better aim their bows in the wood's defense. So it's a helmet that gives us +2 spotting. Sell the leather armor. I'm gonna sell the one acid because, let's see, yeah, it uses acid splash, which is a horribly low level spell. No. In here, I'm gonna get rid of mage armor because I already have that as a spell. We're gonna get rid of light days as well because I already, again, have that as a spell, and magic missile because I already have that as a spell. But the rest of these could be useful. If we were a wizard, we could learn these spells, just put them in our spell book, and we'd know them forever. But since we're a sorcerer, we could just cast them as scrolls, and that's it. No armor in here that really benefits me. Flaming gloves +2. This is amazing for monks. Fire damage +2 and flame lash 1 use per day. Great monk gloves. Look how expensive they are though. 10 grand. We're not a monk though, so we don't have to worry. There's some weapons in here. Battle axe. Is that two-handed? Hold on. I think battle axe is two-handed and war axe is one-handed. I don't see a war axe in here though. I'm thinking about Xanos now because I know that he picks, I believe he picks war axe or I think it picks a battle axe or war axe as one of his weapons. Oh no, here we go. Great axe. Okay, so that's probably one-handed then. Battle axe, and then great axe would be the big boy. A favorite of barbarians. Crit ×3, dang. Not bad. It's a good weapon. Spear. Simpler druid, a spear druid. Maybe one day. Blade with Chetult. +1 bonus, an on-hit poison DC 14, 1 to 2 constitution damage. Okay. Some necklaces that I don't really care about. And some healing kits. Meh. That's about all. For some reason my hair looks green in here. It's the lighting. My hair's not actually green. Let's get out of there. Or hold on, let's have a save. Did it make my hair green? Because if so, we can fix that. Modify body. Change color of hair. Current color is 167. Can you make my hair green? No, that's the black one. It just looks green for some reason. Slightly. Got a green hue to it. I don't know why. That one works too. That one looks more black. Oh, it looks more blue, but it's fine. That one's better. Make the change. That's a mod that lets me edit my character at any time for looks. It can also do crazy things like change fighting style. Ars Magna. Guess what? I now float. I'm a powerful wizard. I'm not gonna do that though. Generic style. There we go. I might do the floating one if I ever become godlike, but not at level 1.